charge. Her name was Qing Yin. She stared at the man for a long time, saying nothing. The man began to squirm. The longer he looked at her, the more uneasy he felt. She looked eerily like Kim Minna. Were they sisters? If so, he might have just escaped one nightmare and walked straight into another. After a long silence, Qing Yin finally spoke. "You're the man, aren't you?" The other women gasped, all turned to stare. But the man stayed calm, replying coolly, "What gave me away?" Qing Yin stood up, her smile subtle. "It's the scent. You smell like a man. Come sit. No need to be nervous. I'll treat you like anyone else. No more, no less." With no better options, the man gave in, bringing Xiao Yi into the pavilion with him. The moment he sat down, the other women swarmed around, shoving pastries into his mouth like he was royalty. Meanwhile, the twin-tailed girl leaned against a pillar, staring at him with a calculating look in her eyes. With his mouth stuffed full, the man mumbled to Qing Yin, "You say I'm just an ordinary guest. Then do you dare let me leave?" Qing Yin responded calmly, "Why would I stop you? If you wish to go, then go." Her words made both the man and the twin-tailed girl freeze in place. He quickly recovered and narrowed his eyes. "You serious?" Qing Yin gave a sly smile. "Of course I'm serious. But there's a condition. You'll have to beat me in a round of fee wailing. A poetic duel, based on a single chosen word. Both sides must take turns reciting lines of verse containing it. The first to falter loses. Today's chosen word, heart." A woman in green gracefully stepped up, brushed her sleeve across the man's cheek, and softly recited, "To win one true heart and grow old never part." The man replied without flinching, "Wounded hearts walk Qinhan lands. Palaces turned to dust and sand." A woman in yellow followed, gently resting a hand on his shoulder. "There's wood on the mountain, a branch on the tree. My heart longs for you, but you don't see." Xiao Yi, furious at the flirtation, snapped, "My heart's unlike theirs. I'd rather be young than divine." Then came a woman in purple, slinking up from behind with a sultry sway. "No bees, no butterflies seek me. My red robe's gone, my heart worn thin." The man didn't even glance at her, calmly reciting, "My heart, like dead wood. My body, a boat adrift." The purple-robed woman pouted, turning to Qing Yin with mock frustration. "You see, I offer my heart to the moon, and it just lit up the gutter instead." The man calmly picked up a pastry, took a bite, and said firmly, "Though old and worn, the steed still dreams of galloping 1,000 miles. Even in twilight, the hero's heart burns bright." Qing Yin had been observing him the whole time. Hearing those words, she realized this man wasn't one to be toyed with. Her view of him shifted, just as the woman in green was about to recite again. Qing Yin raised her hand. "Enough. Stop teasing him. You all act coy and seductive, but in his eyes, you're just demons clawing for his flesh." The girls pouted. "Oomph, what a boring straight man. Might as well be a clueless monk." Qing Yin turned to the man and said gently, "I understand your heart now. Go ahead, eat. When you're done, I'll show you out." But before the man could respond, Hong Ying suddenly stepped forward, her voice urgent. "Qing Yin, he can't leave." Qing Yin calmly poured her tea, her tone unhurried. "He's a grown man. If he wants to leave, who are we to stop him? Unless you have a reason." Hong Ying didn't hesitate. "Because I want to sleep with him." Gasps echoed across the pavilion. And then she added, even louder, "I want to have his babies." Hong Ying wasn't done. "With this man, we finally have leverage for the northern campaign. The Lingnan faction will join us. The northeastern army will fracture. We could unify the entire land. He's our trump card." Qing Yin, halfway down the path, paused. Her tone was cool. "That's not how I see it." She turned back, her expression calm but firm. "Hong Ying, walking into the estate dressed like that. Have you forgotten our code?" Hong Ying froze. It was true. She hadn't followed the traditional dress code of the manor. But she quickly snapped back, pointing at the man with fiery conviction. "I don't care. I will sleep with you." With that, she spun around and stormed out of Jiangnan Manor with her entourage in tow. Even Qing Yin, usually poised and collected, looked momentarily uncertain. She finally addressed the man. Inside this estate, you're safe. Outside, it's up to you to earn your freedom. The choice is yours. The man let out a long, exhausted sigh. Why can't my life ever be normal for 5 minutes? In the end, he decided to stay in the manor, at least for a few days of peace. The next morning, he was in the pavilion doing curls with a stone bench when Xiao Yi came skipping over, beaming. Look, do you like my new outfit? Xiao Yi had changed into a flowing hanfu, her hair tied up in a cute bun. She looked more playful and charming than ever. The man grinned and motioned for her to sit. Come on, let's arm wrestle. And don't hold back. I want full baby bottle strength. Xiao Yi tried her best, but still lost without much resistance. Rubbing her sore wrist, she pouted. You can't beat anyone else, so you're just bullying me to feel strong, huh? The man quickly apologized, gently massaging her wrist. He muttered to himself, still puzzled. Why is everyone I run into lately, White Gang Hong Ying? They all fight like they're built different. At that moment, Qing Yin walked over, curious. What are you two doing? The man looked up with a grin. Arm wrestling. Want to give it a shot? Qing Yin shook her head at first. That's not really my kind of game. But after some relentless coaxing, she gave in with a sigh and sat down. A moment later, whether she let him win or not, she smiled and said, Well, looks like men are still stronger after all. The man stared down at his hand, disappointed. This wasn't the outcome he had hoped for. Out of nowhere, he asked, What's your relationship with Hong Ying anyway? Qing Yin answered coolly, Hong Ying provides muscle. I handle the resources. She fights, I fund. Together, we keep Jiangnan stable. Then she suddenly looked up with a smile. Speak of the devil. The man turned around and nearly choked. Hong Ying was standing right behind him, dressed in nothing but a traditional silk dadu. He yelped and leapt onto the stone table. What the? Hong Ying crossed her arms and said calmly, Relax. I just want to sleep with you, not eat you. Qing Yin chimed in with a smile. She's gorgeous. What are you so uptight about? That was the last straw. The man snapped. Why the hell should I be okay with this? You think just because the world flipped, you get to flip the script and sit on me now? You want to keep me like a pet? Like some kind of plaything? Keep dreaming, lady. What happens to me, I decide. And if anyone's doing the sleeping around here, it's me sleeping with you, not the other way around. Hong Ying shrugged, like it was no big deal. What's the difference? Stop playing shy. Let's arm wrestle. Winner gets to sleep with the loser. The man roared. I'd sleep with every woman in this manor before I even look at you. Dream on. He stormed off, dragging Xiao Yi with him. Come on, we're catching dragonflies. That night, Hong Ying marched into the manor, a bottle of liquor in hand. She took a massive swig, her cheeks instantly flushing crimson. Then, without warning, she smashed the bottle on the floor. With a bang, she kicked open the man's bedroom door. I swear tonight, I will conquer you, she shouted. As she stormed toward him, he backed up fast, panic creeping into his eyes. He fumbled under the pillow, pulling out a tiny fruit knife in self-defense. But Hong Ying, commander of the Xiang Corps, didn't flinch. She slapped him so hard he flew backward onto the bed like a rag doll. Hong Ying pounced, pinning the man firmly to the bed. She was determined to prove her dominance, physically. But the man wasn't about to just give in. He bit down hard on her ear, refusing to surrender. Blood dripping from her ear, Hong Ying's expression darkened. All right then, you asked for it. She rolled up her sleeves, and with no mercy, slapped him left and right, a full set of 18 face slaps in rapid-fire succession. The man was totally overwhelmed. Her combat power was unreal. He stood no chance and collapsed in defeat. With him limp and breathless, Hong Ying stripped him down without hesitation, claiming it would help fully analyze the fight's finer details. The wild bout left her panting, sweat trickling down her temple. Looking at the now-naked man, something in her softened. Just as she was about to offer him a rare moment of tenderness, he lunged forward and headbutted her square in the nose. But this was Hong Ying, Xiang Corps commander. Not only was she strong, she was tough. The headbutt barely fazed her. Furious, she grabbed the man by the collar and growled, Are you out of her damn mind? Then, bam, she returned the favor with a